We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
At the 27-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. That's out to the left flat and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And inches at the 18-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Washington 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. Bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Big stop, D.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
10-yard loss.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now a handoff looking right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Washington.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
We're correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
At his 49-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Guys, pick it up. Check. Buffalo 18. Check. 53's Mike. I got it. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Get down.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Chase Young on the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. Now a handoff working right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 50-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Browns take over.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
53, check 53. Watch the screen.
And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Washington. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go again. I'm scared. 38 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch. Cut 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
End of the third quarter of play with the score Browns 31, Washington 17.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
The score Browns 38, Washington 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hawk 70. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
By number 4.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 12.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. And he lost the football. And he's into the clear. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 53, Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mark the screen.
Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't they, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 45 yards. And the first turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 48. Washington.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pushing through the contact. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open, because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
On the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And this one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.